Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to Nana's Hidden Apron, and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make meatloaf. It's going to be keto and low carb friendly. As I go across the board with my recipe, I'm also going to let you know how you can switch this from a low carb or keto, if that's not what you prefer, to just a regular recipe. It's almost the same thing, actually. It's very similar. But we'll go ahead and get started with this. I'm going to show you what we're going to be using today. I have a pound of fresh ground beef. This is 80-20. That's my choice. You could actually use whatever you like. I also am going to use a 1/4 cup of the sugar-free barbecue hickory sauce, the G Hughes. Awesome, awesome flavors. And the G Hughes ketchup. It's sugar-free. That's going to be a 1/4 cup also. I have the pink Himalayan salt that I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon, and some chopped onions, dehydrated onions. You can use your regular onion if you would choose to do that. You can use regular onion. You can use regular salt. Your barbecue and your ketchup do not have to be sugar-free if you don't want to do this keto or low carb. You do want to go light on the onions because they, the dehydrated ones are not as bad with the carbs as the fresh ones. But I'm actually using 1/2 tablespoon, 2 teaspoons, 1 egg. I have 1/3 cup of coconut flour. I have 1/2 cup of cheese that it's actually shredded cheddar cheese that we're going to stuff in the middle of the meatloaf. Of course, there goes my puppy scratching one now. But this is my mixture that I have. Now, in this, I've got the ketchup and the hickory smoked barbecue sauce, but I also have a teaspoon of liquid smoke and a 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Now, in here, I have 1 small red pepper. That's a sweet pepper. I have 1/4 green pepper. And I have a teaspoon of garlic. Yeah. And this is the onions. I've already got those measured out. I also have a teaspoon of chives, onion powder, and garlic powder. So that's what we're going to use to get started. Now, as I was saying, if you don't want to do this low carb or keto, you take your onion, you chop it up. I would go with 2 tablespoons of onion, a teaspoon of green pepper, and you can use a small red pepper. Again, that's the sweet peppers. Your ketchup, your barbecue sauce, they do not have to be sugar-free. And instead of using coconut flour, you can use breadcrumbs. I love to use Italian breadcrumbs before we started doing keto. Loved it. That was one of my favorite ways of doing that. Oh, and I've got my loaf pan greased up and ready. Took some coconut spray and sprayed on it. And I've also got it lined with some parchment paper so it doesn't get burnt on the edges. I'm going to put this in the oven after I get it mixed up. I'm going to put it in the oven, but I'm not going to put, sorry about that, I'm not going to put the, I'm going to have to let my puppies out. Y'all know the drill, right? Not going to, Mr. Attitude, Brinkley. I'm not going to put any thing on the top of it yet. Halfway through the baking process, I am going to go ahead and put some ketchup on the top and a little bit of barbecue sauce. I do have the oven preheated to 350 degrees. Now, I'm going to set this down and we're going to go ahead and get started on mixing of it. So, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I want to use this tripod or not. I know I'm all over the place. Still all over the place. We cleaned the leaves up out of the yard Saturday. Guess what? We need to clean the leaves up out of the yard again. I'm telling you, we're surrounded by trees. Trees as far as the eyes can see. The front is not as heavy with trees, but there's a lot of them. So, let me see here. I think I'm going to do it like this, I believe. Let's see. Let me scoop this stuff out of our way, huh? I hope everybody had a good weekend. I know we enjoyed ourselves. Spent some time with my sisters and my brother-in-laws and some in-laws. Now, like I said before, the bags that you can get that you put your hamburger in, hang those down here so that you got it to put your trash in. Excuse me, sorry about that. So that you don't have to run back and forth. So, here again, we have our hamburger. Let me grab me a paper towel here. Hamburger. I'm going to go ahead and put the egg in. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and dump everything in. Remember, sink of hot soapy water. There's peppers and garlic. So I'm going to have to scoop that out of there. There we go. Just like that. Almost made a mistake and grabbed the cheese. Don't want to grab the cheese and put it in here yet. You can do this with your hand if you want to. I typically do and probably will before it's all over with. I'm just trying to get that egg mixed in there a little bit first before I do that. And I love the smell of meatloaf cooking. You know, I know it's just basically a hamburger, big old hamburger baked in the oven with a few things thrown into it. But you know as well as I do, it tastes different, don't it? It tastes really good, actually. Yeah, let's get this mixed up a little bit more. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pour in my ketchup and barbecue sauce combination with the Worcestershire sauce and a little taste of liquid smoke. Now again, you don't have to put those in there. It's just, I like the flavor of it. I like the smoky flavor that it gives. You could even use paprika if you'd rather. You know, a little smoky paprika in there. It tastes really good too. I'm sorry, I'm having a few issues with some allergies today. I gotta go get my allergy shot tomorrow. That's always fun, huh? But I think it's helping me. I really do. But I believe where we got this, we got some rain today, y'all. We have not had rain, you know, anything that would amount to anything in over a month. Maybe even longer than that, 6 weeks or so. But we got a good steady rain this morning. It sounds so good. I was so happy to hear that rain. But hopefully it's washed away some of this pollen and stuff that's causing the problems with the allergy issues. My grandbabies, my daughter, and her husband all are having some issues with allergies and sinuses and ears, and we're all just a mess right now, I'm telling you. Alright, there we go. Got that mixed up real good. Can you see that? Have I got it there to where you can, yeah. So you want to get it mixed up real good like that. You can tell it still has a good moisture base to it. You don't want it to be super dry, especially doing this because we're using coconut flour. Now, again, the reason I use coconut flour is I do tend to have, if I use all almond flour, I do tend to have some allergic type reaction towards the almond flour. So, just to err on the side of caution, I do use the coconut. You can use the almond if you would choose. Now, I wouldn't change the ratio of ketchup or anything though, I would leave it just as is. Now, that over there, you want to see how I got that in there? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little valley down the center here. You know what that's for. That's to put that cheese in there, huh? Cheese. Yum, yum, yum. I love some cheese. I think my favorite is Smoky Gouda. That's a really good cheese. It's the Applewood brand. I really do like it. Alright, now let's get this cheese sprinkled in there. What's say? Just like that. Now, we're going to roll this top part over. Let's mush the cheese down in there, okay? And we're going to roll this top part over, sandwich it in, and hope that it stays inside there. Now, I have to admit, I don't typically put cheese in the middle of it. And my sister-in-law, she puts cheese in hers. I don't know if she does it all the time, but she does put cheese in the center of hers. And I've always been told it's excellent, excellent, excellent. So, we're going to give it a try. Add a little more fat to this because I do use the 80-20. So, a little more fat to this. Yeah. We're actually going to let this cook about 45 minutes to an hour. But at the 30-minute mark, see there? Isn't that cute? Look at that. At the 30-minute mark, I'm going to go ahead and put some ketchup on the top of it. Mix up a little bit of barbecue and ketchup together and put it on the top of it. So, let's get this in the oven. Let her bake. Like I said, preheated oven for, I'm sorry, I hear my puppies scratching. Scratch, 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 so they want me in. Look. Look at these beady little faces. This one here in the front, the little fuzzy guy, that's Brinkley. And that's my little Sarah. They're good babies. He's just a grump. Hey, mister. Come on. I say they're good, then he turns around and shows his true grumpiness. Alright, so we're going to let this cook, as I said, for 30 minutes. And I'm going to take it out and top it with some ketchup barbecue mix, like I had that I put inside of that I mixed in with the hamburger. And I'll just add a little bit of that to the top to put a nice little crusty glaze on it. Yum, yum. I'm also going to have with it, our side is going to be asparagus. I'm going to actually fry it in some bacon grease. And then we'll sprinkle it with a little bit of Parmesan. Should be it should be very tasty. So, I will get back with you all when I take this out of the oven to put that coating on the top of it. You know, the ketchup and barbecue coating. So, we'll catch you in a little while. Guys, I forgot to show you the process with putting this on the top of the meatloaf. Sorry. But there it is. That's the ketchup barbecue sauce mix. It's only like 3 tablespoons of ketchup and 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. And you just spread it over the top. Like I said, 30 minutes after it starts baking. And you're going to let this bake for a total of 1 hour. So, yeah. I am so sorry. But we will, in a few minutes, get some more footage of me slicing this. Now, so far, as you can see, so far that cheese has not ran out. Hopefully it won't. It'll stay in the middle where it belongs. And there's that yummy asparagus. There it is right there with the cheese topped on it. Yeah, all we have to do is just wait for Mr. Owens to get home. And we will have dinner. See y'all soon. I have got the meatloaf out of the oven, transferred it over to the plate. And what I'm going to do now is just do a little slice so we can see what the inside is going to look like. Look alike, look like. How about look like? Look at that. There you go. Look at that. You see that? Here. Let's go over here so you can see it better. See? Doesn't that just look yummy? Now all we have to do is wait for Tom to get home. And we will have dinner. Okay. You all, so you all take care. Have a good afternoon. And we'll see you again on our next vlog. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also the dinner bell. You hit that and you'll get notification each time I put a new vlog on. If you like this video, you like the food that's in it, give me a thumbs up. Please leave a comment. I hope that you will give it a try because it really does taste great. So when Tom gets home, I will get some reactions from him. We'll put some photos in, and you can also get the full recipe on my Facebook page, Handcrafted By. That would be at Nana's Hidden Apron. So you all take care, like I say, and have a good evening. We'll see you later.